Hi guys, so this is the Domino DM58 Smartband. Thanks goes out to GearBest for sending me this to review. Now this Smartband, I think the biggest selling point about this is the simplicity in the design. It's small, it has attractive red and black color. It has a silicone band, as you can see here. And what's good about the band, it has a nice thick buckle, pretty strong. And even the little bands here that the strap goes into, they have these little holes in the top, right, to give you that extra stability. So when I close this band here, it has a little lip. That lip actually goes in to the hole here on the band, right, and it just clips in place like that. So it gives the band that extra stability, right? You pull that, it won't come out. Which is a pretty cool little feature. So this is great for if you're a very physical fitness enthusiast. This is for those people who are into physical fitness, always on the move. Now the screen itself, it's 0.95 inches in diameter. Nice, a nice small little watch, and it has 96 times 64 pixels on it, and it's monochromatic. It's a very simple screen with a white character on a black background, which we're going to see in a second. And it looks very nice in the dark, in dark lit areas, and it's pretty decent as well in normal daylight. Now the screen is an OLED screen, and it's not a touch screen. What it does have, though, it does have a little touch key which you use to navigate around the watch, which I'll show in a second. But there's a little touch key right there, this little white circle. You press that, and then you navigate the watch and whatnot. And again, I will show you that in a second. So the watch is very small. It only weighs a mere 0.039 kilograms, right? So that's what, 39 grams. You don't really feel this thing when you wear it. It's very, very lightweight, which is perfect if you want something to just measure all of your vitals and track your calories, and you don't even know you're wearing it. And it's very handy if you're running, because when you're running, you don't want to feel a heavy, bulky piece of technology on your wrist. Now this case material is a very, very nice looking case. It's as you can circular. There's 4 nice little screws on each end, gives it that rugged yet elegant look. And the case itself, it's made of a zinc alloy, and as you can see by the look of it, it actually looks like it could be, you know, targeted for like females, for women. But funny enough, as a guy, I actually didn't mind wearing this watch when I used it. It actually could work for men as well as for women. Let me just put it on my wrist, and you can see clips into place, and see, it looks really nice on my wrist, right? It's out the way. It's a nice, elegant looking watch, and I find that circular watches don't look like geeky techie watches like the square ones, or even like the rectangular ones, because there are a lot of smart bands that are rectangular, but this actually can pass like a real watch, right? So that's what it looks like at the front. That's the side. The back view with the sensor and all that, and here's the other side. So if you notice, there are no buttons on this thing on the side. There are no physical buttons on the top. There's no touch screen. There's just that touch button right here. If you can look right there, that's a touch button. Now the Domino DM58 Smartband does come with Bluetooth 4.0, so it can connect to your Android or your iPhone, or any device that has supports Bluetooth easily. Comes with 32 kilobytes of RAM, 256 kilobytes of ROM, and it is IP67 rated, so yes, it is waterproof, so you can run out in the rain with this thing and not worry about damaging it. Some of the functions, it does have caller name display, so when you do receive a call on your main phone, once you're connected to it via Bluetooth, you will see that you have a call coming in. As well as if there's any messages, you will get a reminder as well. And which we're going to look at in a second. This does have a heart rate monitor, of course, a pedometer to track your steps, and also sedentary reminder. So if you're sitting down at your desk too long, it can vibrate to remind you to run around a bit, you know, shake a leg. And it also has a sleep monitor. And of course, you can get other notifications like via Facebook, Skype, Twitter, WeChat, and WhatsApp. And yes, it also does have a find your phone feature. If you can't find your smartphone, once you're connected to this via Bluetooth, you can activate an alarm on your phone or make your phone buzz so you can find it. Now, one of the best features on this thing is the battery. It has a 120 milliampere hour battery, and it takes about 2 hours to charge. Now, I charged this, and honestly, I have not. I've been using it for about 4 or 5 days now, and I have not charged the battery again yet. They say standby time on this thing is 7 to 10 days, so which is excellent. And one last thing, when it comes to the OS compatibility, it's compatible with Android devices with version 4.4 and higher, and it's also compatible with iOS devices that are version 8.0 and higher. Now let's look at the actual screen and look and feel. So when I press the button, that's what it looks like. Now that is a gorgeous looking screen. Very simple looking. You see the date on the upper left hand corner there. You see the amount of battery left. As I said, I've been using this for about 4 or 5 days, and there's still about 75% battery on this thing. And as you can see, the time is in big bold characters, and it's a very, very, very simple, sleek looking watch. I love this. Now, as I said, there's no touchscreen or anything like that, so what you do, you just use the same little touch button here. Just press it and it goes to the next. So this is my pedometer. So it's showing I've done 1,052 steps so far for the day. Press it again, gives me the distance that I've walked, 0.8 kilometers. Press it again, it tells me the number of calories I've burnt, not much. Well, today is Sunday, I've been watching NFL football all day on the couch, so I haven't really been burning many calories, but as you can see, it gives you a very good count there. But one of my favorite features is this one. This actually measures your blood pressure. It's a blood pressure monitor as well. Right? Not just measuring your heart rate, but your blood pressure. I love this little thing. And this gives you your beats per minute, measures your heart rate, and this is your sleep monitor function. And here is find your phone, right? Or find your device function. And that's your on-off switch, right? So if you're turning it off, all you do, you just hold it down, and the watch turns off, right? And to turn it back on, of course, you just press this button again. Everything is done by this simple single button, and it comes right on really quickly. Right, now let me just put it back on here, and let me just demo. Take some vitals here. Take my heart rate, and my favorite feature, as I said, is taking my blood pressure. I find it comes in very handy because you can take blood pressure during the day at work when you're stressed out and really measure to see if your blood pressure is going up when your boss is asking for those TPS reports. So let's go to, let's see which one. Let's take my blood pressure. So it takes about, just leave it for about 40 to 45 seconds, and then it tells me what my blood pressure is. So it's taking it right now. So let's wait and see. So as you can see, it's a nice normal 108/72. So it took about 40 seconds, right? I think this is the biggest selling point. Yes, it can take your heart rate, which I'm going to take right now, but the fact that this can take your blood pressure, it's pretty cool. And 69 beats per minute. See, nice, calm, relaxed. That's how I am today. And yeah, so it's a really simple, elegant looking watch. And as I said, I mean, the fact that it has this lovely screen, look at that. That is really nice. I love simplicity. And then you press it again, it tells you number of steps, distance walked, calories burnt. That's your blood pressure monitor, your heart rate monitor, your sleep monitor, and find my phone, right? And that's an on-off switch, and it's really good. So let's see now. I think somebody did ask me if the screen comes on automatically when you turn it, and yes, it does. And what I love about this as well is that this comes on almost instantaneously. I always hate it when I have these smartwatches and I want to see the time and it takes like a second. A second is too long. This is like a fraction of a second. Look at this. Look at that. This is incredible. So there's an app that works with this, and you can download it from the App Store for your iPhone. And if you have an Android device like I do, I have my lovely Note 8 here, you can download it from the Google Play Store. So the actual name of the app is called the H-Band, and I believe there's now a new version called H-Band 2.0, and there it is, H-Band 2.0. So this is the app that you can download for your phone. Then you just connect via Bluetooth and you're good to go. and I do have already the app installed. And where is it? It was here just now. There it is. So this is the H-band app, and what I do, let me just make sure I'm connected to my device here. See, connect here. Found the, and it's called, well, it found bracelet, which is this, because the Bluetooth is on. So it's just connecting, and it's downloading all the content from my bracelet, because of course it's been tracking all of my movements. So all of my calories being burnt, my steps that I've walked, when I take my blood pressure, all those records have been recorded on here, and then they're pretty much syncing with the app. So it takes a couple of seconds to read all the data. So there you go. So here it shows you the number of, oh, still reading data, but I think today it's telling me I've done 1,052 steps. If I just check on here, yeah, there's 1,052 steps on the watch there. Let me just turn this light off a little bit so you can see the screens and stuff a bit better. That's better. So there you see 1052 steps, and it shows you here 1052 steps. Alright, on my little dashboard, and I can click on the graph here, and it shows me how many more steps I need to achieve my goal. So I think my goal is 10,000 steps a day, but again, as I said, I've been watching football all day because it's Sunday. Thank goodness for that. So of course I'm far from my goal. Been a very lazy day, but it even shows me the number of steps and distance covered and calories burnt, so 54 kilocalories, and it even goes into the detail of every half an hour how many steps I've walked, right? So of course you're seeing nothing here from between, let me see, 8 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, because I actually took the watch off and put it down on the table. But I did pick it back up, and as you can see, every half an hour it tracks the number of calories burnt and steps that I've taken, which is really good, right? Every half an hour, and it has a nice little graph there as well. And then here's the sleep section. So when it tracks your sleep, you see all the data here. And then it tracks my heart rate here. So this is my heart rate, 66 beats per minute when I took it at 8:30, and then I didn't take it any. Oh, and here it tracks it here, 1 p.m. at 12:30, 12. Every half an hour it tracked my heart rate, because I actually turned on the continuous heart rate tracker, right? And it even told me, hey, it was running, and this was my heart rate. When I'm walking, it tells me my heart rate. So it gives you the different icons for when you're running, when you're walking. It actually just tracks your movements, and it even gives you a lovely little graph as well, which is pretty good. Wow. And then blood pressure. So yeah, move that. So here's the blood pressure. So when I take my blood pressure, it would give me a track of all my stuff here. I don't think I took many readings today, but I think I may have. If I go to yesterday, so yesterday, as you can see, I was a little bit more active. As you can see, there's a lot more bars on the graph. And here's my sleep monitor, right? Sleep duration, time that I woke up, when I fell asleep, when I was into deep sleep, and when I was in light sleep. So it gives you a little table as well, and it says my sleep quality was bad. And let me tell you why, because I was actually up all night watching movies and Netflix, and I wasn't really sleeping and keeping still that long. I was around a lot last night. So it actually gives you a quality rating for your sleep. So obviously, if you were to sleep deeply for 8 hours and hardly move, I'm sure this would be 5 stars. But it just gives you all this lovely data on this nice little app here. And here's my heart rate graph for yesterday. As you can see, it's going up and down and tracks all that. And again, blood pressure details would be here. And that's my little dashboard. So here's my running app, or my running tab. So if I'm running, tells you my total kilometers run. I'm sure there'll be a nice little graph for showing my running record. And here in your settings is where you can actually set your goals, your sleep goals, your unit settings. So if you want to be metric or do you want to be imperial, and then you can actually, I think, use a third-party platform. This Rerun, I think it's a social media app where you can actually share your results with others, and it's fun when you share stuff with other people. And that's where you log out. So that's the app. So to charge it, it comes with this cool cable here. So of course that's a little USB plug, and this side has a little magnetic clip here with two little contacts. Those contacts actually connect here, right here to these two, so it just clips in place like that. Right? So you just plug this into your computer and you charge it, right? So at the back here in the middle we have the sensor, and let me just activate heart rate monitor. So right now it's measuring my heart rate, right? And that's what the sensor looks like when it's measuring your heart rate. That green color, that's what it looks like. So that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes my review of the DM58 smartwatch. Now if you want to get your hands on one of these lovely watches, check the links below this video and you can get them off of GearBest at a very, very, very affordable rate. And I forgot to mention that the best feature of this watch is the price. These are very, very inexpensive. So you can buy like two, one for you, one for your partner. As I said, you know, they look really, really nice. I can see this appealing to the females out there because it's nice and small, but it's also rugged enough that men as well, or large enough I should say, and that men as well could use these, because I personally use this for myself. So guys, don't forget to like this video if you do, and leave comments as well as ask any questions in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and check back for more great product reviews.
Hey everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Now I'm going to ask you to do two things before you leave. One, there's a button right up here on the screen to my right here. Click on that and that will take you to our website, www.redtechbot.com. When you get on that site, there will be a button there where you can actually sign up for our newsletter. And when you do sign up for our newsletter by entering in your email address, you will automatically be entered into all of our tech giveaways. And by tech giveaways, these are some typical examples of what we will be giving away, and these are some examples. There's other stuff as well. And the good news is, you just have to enter your email address once, and it will automatically be entered into the pool every time we do a draw. And we will use that email address, of course, to contact the winner to tell them, hey, you've won something, and it's really cool. And of course, the newsletter will have updates on tech reviews, what's coming up new, what's coming up next, new stuff in the industry, and even information on future giveaways, right? So it's really nice newsletter that we're going to be sending out. And one other thing is, on this side on the screen here, up here on my left, you click on that and you will subscribe to the channel. Now by subscribing, of course, you will be at the forefront of any new things that are happening, any new videos that are coming out. And what I will also be doing is I'll be doing videos where I'll be talking about what we're going to be doing as a next giveaway, right? So you want to be subscribed, tuned in to that as well. So it's going to be a fun year and fun years to come as well. So yeah, that being said, you guys have a great day.